When you take a step back and consider the wider picture, you see that Mark is coming in and wishing to have deeper combos. Flip is a person who thrives on vigor, mayhem, and a little humor. Joe, the self-described mastermind, is planning everything, and Mona, the new employee and comedian, is uninhibited. Are they battling for a seat on the couch in this instance? There are just so many seats available, and there are only so many ways to switch up the cast without throwing the whole thing off. Is the sense of being replaced or thrown away the greater problem? What do you guys think about the overall outcome of this? Do you believe there is more to this than a miscommunication that went awry? They were battling up there. Do they simply come from different worlds, or might it be for the mic space? One could utilize the pod as a platform to introduce his subjects in an educational setting. Mark did go ahead and launch his own Patreon, but did you fail to notice that it was taken down, sir? I'm aware. I must post these coins on this channel because the other is Flip, who has contributed numbers and comprehends the algorithm in addition to a range of situations when he was doing incorrect improvisation. He now appears to be making an effort to maintain his position inside it. In fact, I envision him and Mona bringing back incorrect improv, and it's succeeding. What are your thoughts? Okay, everyone, I'll be back shortly with the next one. All I had to do was have fun at the track. This one has a lot to be unpacked. You already know what to do then. Let's discuss it in the comments section. Please like, share, subscribe, and visit my Patreon page.
For me, really is when Islam grabs a hold of Jack, how good has Jack improved? Because Islam is world class at that and has been for probably his entire life because of the way he trains and where he has come from. So can Jack stop that consistently like he did against Bilal? Because he did a phenomenal job against Bilal of stopping that. But can he do that against someone who's just cleaner, more technical? On the feet, I think Jack wins it cleanly. I think he'll jab, switching stances. He'll have a bit more fluidity due to the fact that Islam's not going to be changing stances so regularly. So I think Jack can do it on the feet, but the question mark is, can he stop the takedown consistently over 5 rounds?
Dricus du Plessis was just called out by Fluffy Hernandez. After that humiliating loss to Khamzat Chimaev, the majority of fans forgot all about DDP, but this possible hit might put him back in the title conversation. He would need to go on a generational winning streak, though, in order to get a rematch with Chimaev. For Dricus, a possible victory here would be enormous. Fans were upset when Fluffy withdrew from the Dare bout. He is now expressing interest in facing DDP, and the matchup might be equally exciting. Fluffy dissected the notion of taking on the recently crowned champion Khamzat Chimaev in a recent interview on Josh Thompson's podcast, assessing him as a possible rival. At the moment, the middleweight division is in complete disarray. Imhoff is the obvious choice to contend for the championship next, but the UFC is first watching how the Derrida versus Allen bout goes. A Fluffy versus DDP matchup, meanwhile, might be spectacular. Everything is on the line between these two eager fighters, particularly since du Plessis promised supporters a huge comeback following his title loss. Let's get started with Fluffy's interview.
He was Gilbert, and I don't think it was the greatest, but I don't know. I think that'd be a very fun fight. His best thing is his wrestling. You let him connect his hands, and then it's a nightmare from there. I'm not saying he'd fucking an easy fight. It'd be a fucking hard fight, and it'd be a fun fight, but like, it'd be a very boring fight, to be honest. Like, those kind of guys, when you fight those kind of guys, it's fucking boring as shit. It's like guys that want to like lay on you and shit. Like, I mean, I get it. I do it too sometimes when I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to the best of us, but like, he's a really good wrestler. So obviously it would be like, I think it'd be a fun fight, and I would love to go show the world that. So whoever it is next that's gonna get me there, I'm excited for it. I would like to fight DDP because he did a lot of like really good shit as a champion. You know what I mean? He beat a lot of really big name guys and shit. So I think that if you beat him, that kind of takes that. You know what I mean? It would be like a good champion to beat, like a proven champion, I think, or a once proven champion. You know what I mean?
During his latest appearance on Alan Beckbad's channel, Khamzat Chimaev took aim at Daniel Cormier in a way that most fans missed, and the video has gone viral on social media. The interviewer brought up DC's remarks following Chimaev's victory over Dricus du Plessis, a bout that many fans found dull. DC essentially claimed that the unbeaten Chechen exclusively performed double-leg takedowns and portrayed him as a one-dimensional fighter. Despite their previous cordial relationship, Khamzat didn't mince words. He retaliated forcefully and made it apparent that he doesn't take that lightly. In addition, he went into detail about a possible altercation with Pereira, explaining how Poetin hits like a bomb. However, if Khamzat continues to wrestle, the matchup might be quite advantageous to him. The champion also spoke out against detractors like Strickland, stating that he tries to avoid seeing him in public because he knows that things will probably get out of hand if he does. Furthermore, Khamzat believes that Americans have a distinct worldview, making it impossible to reason with them. Thus, he doesn't want to argue with them.
Ребята, как Даниэль, Cormier. Иногда меня поражает, насколько люди такие заслуженные могут говорить такую чепуху. Да, наверное, они специально об этом говорят, чтобы вызвать какие-то эмоции. Вот, к примеру, Даниэль Cormier, он говорит, вот у Khamzata есть только проход в две ноги, говорит. У него есть, говорит, одно движение. Я просто, ну как две ноги? Ты же и в корпус переходишь.
Все легендарные бойцы не могут быть умные. Много чего пропускали, поэтому не думаю, что боец может правильный прогноз сказать. Что-то он только проход увидел. Может, он раньше бои мои не смотрел.
Dana White just lost it over everything UFC. Let's start with the crazy year of Merab Dvalishvili. There will be 4 title defenses in 2025, with the 4th scheduled for this December versus Petr Yan. Dana hasn't held back when complimenting the Georgian's prowess and record-breaking pace during the marathon match. He teased supporters without giving away too much about the excitement surrounding Oliveira versus Holland and Ilia Toporia's upcoming move. Dana made a logical suggestion that Ilia might be on the first Paramount card. To kick off their new agreement with a bang, UFC will want a major celebrity front and center. January seems to be the ideal time for Topuria to make a comeback, given he last fought in June. Who he will encounter? Dana remains silent, but the choices are Paddy Pimblett or Justin Gaethje. There is currently no official announcement, but we will learn more in the upcoming weeks. Either matchup is sure to be exciting, although insiders, including UFC competitors like Arman Tsarukyan, have made insinuations to the contrary. The Spanish media says that Justin Gaethje is probably next in line for a title opportunity. Let's get started with Dana's interview.
To have Merab come in and fight.
I love it.
10 days ago, and now he's fighting for the title.
Listen, it took me a minute to warm up to Merab. I'm very warm now. I love that mentality. He wants to be the first guy to ever, defend his title that many times in a year. If you look at what he's gone out and done and how he's proven himself as a fighter and, and as a world champion, it's impressive. Matchmaking was today, and we started working on the first Paramount card today.
I'm not expecting you to say anything, but do you think there's a chance Ilia Topuria could end up on that card? Big star.
It's a possibility.
And then one last one for me. Last week, Charles Oliveira, Saturday, Charles Oliveira, crazy performance against Gamrot, pulled out Max Holloway for the BMF title. Don't know if you have any interest in that, but what did you make of Charles' performance and a fight with Max?
Yeah, I mean, that is obviously a fight that would be incredible too, to see them two again. But we don't have anything, we talked about it today though.